No,
All right,
Okay.
we're back.
We are back.
We're still
We
arguing.
returned.
We're still arguing. But
We
from worst
agreed.
to first.
Yep, we agreed on the worst. So at least we agreed there. First, that's kind of up for debate. But
Yeah.
So number 9, The Phantom Menace.
We're not including Solo in this because we're going to do...
Yeah, we're going to do a separate review.
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
Why is it the worst? Jar Jar Binks.
Young Anakin.
Young Anakin.
That about sums it up.
Yeah.
There was one redeeming factor in it.
Which was the
duel.
Then battle.
Yep.
Where Darth Maul was killed because he was not only cut in half, but he fell down a pit.
He wasn't. He should have been, though. Personally, I don't know. It's kind of weird he survived. Obi-Wan ended up killing him anyways in Rebels, but... Okay. We gotta keep this short and sweet.
Okay.
On to number 8. The Last Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah, The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. Visually
you
stunning.
could say it was the worst, but visually stunning. The throne room was fantastic, from the killing of Snoke to the battle and the way the lightsaber shattered.
But story-wise...
And it was interesting because the best part about the throne room is when, what's his name, Huxley?
General Hux?
General Huxley comes in.
Oh, Huxley, okay.
And and he sees like Darth or Kylo Ren on the ground, and he like starts to draw his weapon to shoot him, and then Kylo wakes up and sees him, so it's like, oh, yeah, it's like,
Well, not gonna do that.
I guess I'm not gonna kill him now. So yeah, so there were a couple redeeming factors, but yeah.
Story-wise, it was half of the plot was avoidable. Luke characterization was poor.
And they should have done something to fix Carrie Fisher's
Should have done
situation.
something to fix Carrie Fisher.
I mean, I like Carrie Fisher, but trying to bring a dead person into the last one, I think, is a mistake.
Yeah. So on to number 7, Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. It's just, in my mind, the original trilogy just does not come up to the level of the original trilogy at all.
What? You mean the prequel trilogy
The
just
prequel.
does not come up to the level of the original trilogy at all?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yes. Well, it gets confusing.
Yeah.
You know, some of you have seen the movies in the intended order, whereas I saw them as they really exist.
Mm-hmm. But it did have some good parts, but the romance between Anakin and Padme was cringeworthy and just all around awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Geonosis, that stuff was all pretty cool. Camino, that was pretty cool. But, towards the bottom.
Towards the bottom. Alright.
And now, number 6. Rogue One.
Rogue One.
This is our only non-main story.
People talk about not getting invested. I went for a story, okay? I went to be entertained, and I was entertained.
Greatly entertained.
I thought the performances were good.
Mm-hmm.
I knew, sure, probably everybody's going to die, but they accomplished their mission.
Yeah.
And the way it led right into the beginning of Star Wars, I thought was fantastic. They did an excellent job.
Yeah, great. Darth Vader was amazing at the end of that. And it was a good movie. But it was a story that we already knew what was going to happen. They weren't telling a new story, really, which is why it's down on this list. It was good. The droid, especially K2SO, great. But that's why it's number 6.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5, The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
See,
It was a good movie.
Good movie?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was when he killed Han Solo, who we're not sure is dead yet, because we haven't seen a Force Ghost or anything to prove that he's dead.
But he couldn't use the Force. Why would he have a Force Ghost?
He was killed by a Force user.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the problem with this, again, it wasn't really... It was telling a new story, but not really. This is a New Hope remake, basically.
Or as I would say, a Star Wars remake.
A Star Wars remake, because you
Just
just
a little bit
believe
different.
in A New Hope, yeah.
Han didn't shoot first.
Han didn't shoot first. The Death Star was a little bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Number 4, Revenge of the Sith.
Awesome fight at the end.
Amazing fight at the end. Yes.
Floating on lava. But you get to the point where you have to ask yourself, was Obi-Wan telling Anakin not to jump because that's an exact position that he was in against Darth Maul, and he knew that if Anakin tried it, he'd probably get cut in half? Or did he actually mean it because he figured out how to prevent it, since
I assume he figured out how to prevent
he
it,
did it
because he
to
did.
Darth Maul.
I'm pretty sure he knew how to counter. He's like, don't try it. It won't work out. That's why he said, you underestimate my power.
And he
Your
cut-
second explanation
He
was good.
cut off his legs too.
Yeah. Cut off his legs and one arm.
Yeah. Not sure exactly how that happened, but
Yeah.
I can understand the 2 legs. Did he come back
You're
and get the other arm? I mean, why? Isn't that a little...
You
It's
know,
like
kind
pulling
of a
the
jerk
wings off
move.
a fly. I mean, why, leave
Just
him
smush
the
it.
arm.
Yeah.
Leave him the arm.
Okay. So number 3, Return of the Jedi. So all of our top 3 movies are obviously the original trilogy, which is not very surprising at all. I think it's what
Yeah.
you'd suspect.
They were the best. Return of the Jedi, I think it was the most action-packed and most
That's true.
exciting of it.
Ewoks,
Ewoks,
that was a negative. pretty much.
negative. But the chase scene through the trees,
That was cool.
the big battle there at the end where they smooshed, the walker,
The Yub Yub song.
the Yub Yub song, and that got fixed. Okay, the Yub Yub song got fixed, so that just boosts
Oh, you don't.
Return of the Jedi.
You
right
don't
up
think
there.
okay, yeah, it would be number 9 if it's still the Yub Yub
If it
song.
had the Yub Yub song, it would be below Solo.
Okay, no, but what I don't like though is replacing the Darth Vader actor with young Anakin with Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
I wasn't big on that. But we gotta move on. Number 2, Star Wars: A New Hope.
Now, and that obviously means Empire is first, but in my mind,
They're interchangeable.
they're interchangeable. Those two.
I kind of agree. They're both really good.
The thing about Star Wars is when we watched Star Wars, we knew there was a Star Wars. We didn't know that there was going to be 10 more movies after that. Okay, we learned that he had this grand idea of the 3 trilogies,
Mm-hmm.
but he started. Now this is the interesting thing. Why did he choose to start with the middle 3? Because he knew those were the best ones. That's exactly it. He said he looked at it. Now I don't think he had, he may have had an outline in his mind before he started filming, but
Well, they didn't use his ideas for the sequel trilogy at all. They requested them and then basically threw them in the trash. So
yeah,
I don't know.
maybe his ideas were better. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I think they're interchangeable. Empire, as number 1.
Okay, number 1.
It had strong
Empire Strikes Back.
performances. It had strong performances. It covered a lot of stuff. It's darker.
It's darker,
you
grittier.
know.
Luke versus Darth Vader, there's a lot of emotion in that fight. Although, Return of the Jedi, rather, there's a lot of emotion in that end fight too, which was pretty cool. He was just hacking on
Yeah,
him.
he was hacking and he cut off his hand and he realized, hey, I could be that guy right there.
Basically.
That if I keep going, that's what I'm going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Threw it away. Threw the lightsaber
Sure.
away.
so
But we're talking about Empire here.
Empire. There was good fights.
Amazing fights, yeah.
When
The asteroid field was good.
The asteroid field was really good. There's a lot of good humor.
I think this was the most quotable Star Wars movie as well.
And it was the most quotable Star Wars.
I mean,
Whereas
do or
Star
do not,
Wars-
there is no try. Luke, I am your father. The I love you, I know exchange. It's just...
Yeah. And the thing about Star Wars itself is it was a complete story because nobody knew if there was going to be anything after
second or
it.
third. But this is a perfect segue into episode 3, basically. Or, episode 6 because it's
Okay, well that's our list.
that is our list.
We're gonna go eat because I'm really hungry.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
He's hungry.
We get corned beef.
I think we're having Rubens, so
we're having Rubens.
we're gonna do that. Thanks a lot. I don't know if you can hear Mom yelling at us, but we're not responding because we're working on this. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment.
That'd be great.
Thumbs up.
Tell us your picks. for the
We're
top
just doing
ones.
this for our own fun,
Yeah, tell us your picks for the top 9, okay?
and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Thanks a lot.